Hello and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Brooks Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of August 25th, 2021. I'm recording this on Thursday. It's been a really busy week getting back into the swing of things with my day job, which, less we say about that, the better. Anyway, so I didn't get a chance to record on Wednesday, and it's really late on Thursday, so my guess is this is going to get posted Friday after evening maybe. So I apologize for the late video this week, but thus is life. But let's get into it. First up, we have Action Comics number 1034. I'm behind, so I need to get caught up. But from what I've read of the Johnson stuff, it's really good, so I cannot wait to dive in. Next up is Batman Reptilian number 3 from Garth Ennis and Liam Sharp. First two issues were really, really good, really solid, so I cannot wait to dive into issue 3. This is one I'm actually caught up on. Really some good, funny stuff in those first two issues, and some really just gruesome stuff and brutal stuff. So I do highly, highly recommend it. It is Black Label, so there's that. Next up, we have Batman Superman number 21. I'm a little bit behind on this one. Need to get caught up. Yeah. Next up, we have Checkmate number 3 of 6. I have not even broken open issue 1, and we're already on issue 3. I might want to get, there's a theme running. Yes, I will literally have a long box full, most likely, with this stack of books. So I'm going to need to have take some time and just plow through some reading. We'll see. Next up, we have Dark Blood number 2 of 6. Read the first issue, enjoyed it, so I'm going to keep going with this series from Boom. Really interesting stuff. Black superhero, born out of war and stuff, but I can't. It was a war. He went to war. I know that much, but yeah, definitely some really, really interesting topics. Definitely something I would recommend. Next up is issue 12 from Department of Truth. I'm a few issues behind, but what I've read of Department of Truth has been fantastic. James Tynion IV is knocking it out of the park with his stuff. Don't know too much about what's going to go on after a lot of this stuff, especially with him going to Substack, whatever that means. So yeah, but I hope we still get to get physical copies of his stuff at some point. Next up is Batman Detective Comics, or just Detective Comics, number 1042. I have not read it. I'm behind. Tamaki could be doing a good job, could not. Who knows? Next up is a book that I am super, super hate it when they do this. But with this artist, I could forgive it because it's J.H. Williams III, his Echolands. Yes, the book is sideways. This is how you're supposed to read it, is sideways. J.H. Williams III his art is so just intense and just amazing that reading this sideways is not necessarily something just look at that. It's just beautiful. I'm not the biggest fan of this. I am at least happy that it fits in a current bag. But for those of you, it is something that you have to read sideways. But the artist is torn, man. We'll see how Echolands is, but I do recommend it if you like J.H. Williams. J.H. Williams, yeah. The third, definitely something to pick up if you like his stuff. Next up, we have Harley Quinn, number 6. Catwoman makes an appearance in this issue, so we'll see what happens. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the art, but we'll see. I think it's a different artist in this, but I don't know if Russo, whatever it is coming back. I'm not a huge fan of their art. Next up is issue 2 for Horizon Zero Dawn Liberation. I'm a sucker, and I got most of the variant covers, so you'll see those a little bit later. Haven't even read the first issue. Next up is Icon and Rocket Season 1, Issue 2. The first issue was pretty good. I enjoyed it, so I cannot wait to dive into the rest of it. Next up, we have Mr. Miracle, The Source of Freedom, number 4 of 6. I read the first issue at least, but I need to get caught up on Mr. Miracle. The stuff that was from Future State was okay, but I've really enjoyed the miniseries itself. So if you like Mr. Miracle, I do recommend it. It's good. Next up is Robert Kirkman's Oblivion Song, number 33. Don't know when this book is going to end. It's a book. Yeah. Next up is The Old Guard, Tales Through Time. This is issue 5 of 6, so we're coming up on the end of these like mini little stories from the Old Guard kind of universe. I'm a few issues behind on it, but it's Old Guard. It's great. It's guest creators writing stuff, like Jason Aaron's writing this. One of these, and Raphael Albuquerque is doing art on one of them. So it's good. Just check it out. Next up, we have Steve Orlando's Project Patron, number 5. This book is interesting, to say the least. I'm curious to see where it goes, but it's definitely something that I'm not necessarily saying you gotta read it, but it's not bad. Next up, we have Robin, number 5. I was able to get caught up on Robin and have been enjoying Williamson's run on it. Curious to see where he takes Damian and what he has Damian do after this kind of battle royale thing. I know we're going to get Robin's the mini-series after this, but I want to see what is entail for Damian as a Robin. Next up is Seven Swords, number 3. I didn't even read issue 2. I enjoyed issue 1, so hopefully 2 and 3 keep going. So fingers crossed there. Next up is Something is Killing the Children, number 19. I don't even know if this had a variant cover. If it did, it was like an incentive cover or whatever, but it's nice to only have one cover of some things. I'm just saying. Just saying. Next up is Summoner's War, A Legacy, number 5 by Justin Jordan. I have no idea. I'm just reading it. I'm probably just going to finish it and hawk it. So it's not bad. I think if you play the game Summoner's War, you'll like it, that mobile game, but I don't know. Next up is a new number 1 from DC, and that's Superman 78, 1 of 6. We got to dive into the 78 Superman universe. I don't know why I was stuck on that. So cannot wait to check that out. And this is written by Vendetti, so yeah, good stuff. Next up is issue 2 for Tom Taylor's Superman, Son of Kal-El. If you actually weren't able to grab a copy of this, we have a ton of them at Comics Conspiracy. You can go to our website, comicsconspiracy.biz, and we still have a ton of first prints of issue 1. So if you're still looking for Superman, Son of Kal-El by Tom Taylor, we have it, and it's good. You should check it out. Another number 1, and it's a Black Label book. This is Superman versus Lobo, book 1. It's a Black Label, so it's the nice big magazine size. We'll see if I enjoy it. There was a few different variants, but I only got that one. Some of those I just don't go for. Next up, we have That Texas Blood, number 9. I think I'm a few issues behind, but I've really enjoyed this series, and I cannot wait to dive into the issues that I missed. Next up, we have Wonder Woman, number 778. Who's writing this? Becky Cloonan, whatever. I always mess up her name. Anyway, I haven't yet read her stuff on it, I don't think. I'm a few issues behind. Right? I don't know. Whatever. It's been okay. And finally, we have Wonder Woman Black and Gold, issue 3, with a Jay Lee cover there where she's riding a Pegasus horse. So, yeah. That's it for the pull list, the stuff that I actually buy and read and take home. I do have a handful of variants this week. The first one is, I believe, a 1 in 25 for Batman Reptilian number 3, and that's the Mitch Gerard's cover, which is amazing, so I snagged that one up. Department of Truth 12 had a variant cover. I decided to pick up there. Of course, had to get all the Harley ones, and so Harley 6 had this awesome cover, and of course a Suicide Squad one with the King Shark and Savant on it. Horizon Zero Dawn. The first issue had a cover that had problems. The second issue had a cover that had problems. So I didn't get a copy of cover B. Hopefully I'll get that at some point. But this is cover C, or 3, for Liberation, number 2. This one is number 4. So I picked up that one. We have, of course, the black and white one there that I snagged up. Robin 5 had a pretty cool cover by Francis Manipool there. Superman, Son of Kal-El 2 had a Suicide Squad variant. A couple people in there. And I picked up the Wonder Woman 778 variant, because I like the Wonder Woman stuff. And of course, one of the black and gold number 3 variants right there. So that's it for the variants and the stuff I took home. It is the last week of the month, it's a Books that are out next week technically are kind of a fifth week for August. It's this weird thing. But we did get previews this week. This is issue 396 September for books on sale in November of 2021. So that's what this is. This is what there's the new Bendis book that's coming out from Dark Horse called Joy Operations. I'm going to check it out. It looks interesting. But this is what you want to peruse through for books coming out in November. And that's just the stuff from independent publishers. Of course, the titles in here, Marvel titles, will be available through Diamond, but also through Penguin Random House. And so you can, this is the Marvel previews. You'll use the same previews apparently for both, but they were letting us know for the retailers, the attention retailers up here. It says, reminder for those previously solicited collected editions, previous orders through Diamond will be canceled. Retailers placing new orders by FOC of 9/13/21 will be replacing these distribution of their choice. Retailers placing orders through Diamond will be ordering under Diamond's new terms of sale. But we are basically going to be able to order stuff through Penguin Random House now. So yeah, so I'm really curious to see how Penguin Random House handles shipping single issue comic books, and I hope they do a good job. We shall see. And of course, DC Connect is this comes out, and they finally gave back into print. We got that One Dark Knight, which is by Jock, which looks really, really cool. It's a black label book. And as you can tell, I've already dog-eared most of the DC stuff. I'm going to be picking up, but there is a Tom Taylor book in here that you might be interested in. Let's see, where did it go? I think it's later on. Yeah, here it is. He's doing Dark Knights of Steel, a 12-issue kind of looks like miniseries set in, medieval times. So we'll see what that entails, but I'm looking forward to it. Tom Taylor's been knocking out of the park lately, and so yeah. So these are for books that are on sale in November of 2021. A lot of stuff coming down the pipeline, and you should check it out. I also wanted to take a moment here at the end to say that I recently, I got a little while ago, another one of my Kickstarters. I did a video on it. It's up. You can check it out. It's her Wacomo, or Wacomo. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. By Luis NCT or Luis NCT. The art here is by the artist that does Isola. I am blanking on the name right now. I can probably look it up in here and see what it says. Variant cover. So Carl Kerschel. That's who did the art for that. I actually I finished reading this. Read it fairly quickly. It was a good read. Very, very beautifully well done book. I mean, there's just scenic splash pages like this in it. It's very, very reminiscent of Lord of the Rings. Set some, there are definite, like, don't want to say ripoffs, but definitely things that are lifted from Lord of the Rings in this. But it was really, really enjoyable, really good. I do get a little confused that it's YA. There is some nudity in this. Again, it's just like it's, I guess, tasteful nudity. So I'm not sure why it's still considered a YA novel. But definitely, Wacomo was an interesting read, and I enjoyed it. And I'm definitely glad I backed it on Kickstarter. You should be able to find a copy on Amazon, or potentially your Magnetic Press is the one that distributes it. You can most likely see if your store can order it, or who knows, maybe Penguin Random House has it. But that's it for this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Let me know, or what you're thinking about stuff that's going on right now with comic books, what you're reading, all that fun stuff. You can ask me questions. Leave it down there. Let's keep it nice. The internet can be a crappy place, so let's keep this area nice at least. Yeah. You can listen to me. You can listen to me as well on the Comics Conspiracy podcast. We just finished recording episode 513. We didn't get to talk Substack. That was the episode prior, which I missed out on because it was my birthday, and I did not record on my birthday because I was out enjoying my a nice little vacation for myself. But we did talk a lot of stuff on this last episode, so you can check that out. There'll be a link in the description below. And it'll tell you what we talked about, and it will take you to a place where you can listen to it. But you can also find us on iTunes or Spotify. And again, you don't need to go back and listen to all of our episodes. You kind of can just jump in and go. You can help me and my fellow conspirators out through Patreon at www.patreon.com/comicsconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees and getting products. So thank you very much to all of our Patreon backers. It does help out immensely. You can help me out a little more directly by purchasing anything through the Amazon links here or at conspiratorbrock.com. I get a little Amazon money for that, so thank you for people that do that. And I also purchase stuff on eBay, and there'll be a link in the description below, and you can check out what I'm getting rid of, or, you know, see if there's something that you like that you want to pick up that used to be mine. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm tired. This isn't going up tonight. It's going up tomorrow. Definitely going up tomorrow. Remind me it's going up tomorrow. All right, got a thumbs up from the crowd. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter. My handle's @BrockSager, and I'll see you next week.